Previously on Royalty Reality TV show.
Good evening, fellow housemates. My name is Gloria Ibe, also known as Unique Loop. I stand here to speak against the use of illicit drug abuse.
Rules for the spelling bee, please pay very close attention. Housemates are to pick a piece of paper from the basket and not disclose its content. Each housemate is to pick a housemate of the opposing house to spell the word contained in the paper. For each word spelled correctly by any housemate, 2 points are to be awarded. Wrestling.
Wrestling. WRISTL. Wrestling. ING.
Wrong.
Royal reality, royal reality, this is reality, yelele ama, yelele ama,
The royalties began their day with the current affairs quiz competition to determine the new Duke and Duchess of the royal house.
27. Who created the Nigerian Council?
Pass.
Frederick Lugard. 99. Question number 2. Who is the current Chief of Justice of Nigeria?
Pass.
Who is the second largest continent in the world?
Asia.
Africa. How long does it take the Earth to complete one evolution?
1,000 years.
365 days. Thank you. How many continents are there in the world?
5.
7 continents. Who is the richest man in the world?
Aliko Dangote.
In the world. Which African country first gained independence? Liberia. Who was the first president of Nigeria? Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. The first woman to become a governor in Nigeria is?
Vijay Vitiaba.
Good, correct. Which is the highest mountain in the world?
Kilimanjaro.
Mount Everest. A country made up of semi-autonomous units is called?
Village.
A confederation. It's called a confederation. Thank you. What is the most common natural resources in Nigeria? What is the most common natural resources in Nigeria? It's petroleum. The Award of Honor, GCFR, is meant for?
The president.
What does the acronym NUPENA means?
National. Pass.
34. For what reason was Nigeria suspended from the Commonwealth in 1995? Political reasons. Who is the current president of Nigeria? Who was the first Nigerian president?
Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe.
Which month and year did coronavirus start? COVID-19 start?
In 2020.
Community Service Chief.
Who is the current INEC chairman? What does the white color in Nigerian flag stand for?
The white color stands for unity.
I didn't get it. Sorry.
What was the first capital city in Nigeria?
Calabar.
Which country won the last World Cup?
Senegal.
What is the first TV station in Nigeria?
AIT.
Who is Nigerian Minister of Transportation?
Rotimi Amechi.
Who is the Vice President of Nigeria?
Sibanjo.
Good.
Will D emerged as the winner of the game, but General Mugato overthrew the decision to appoint Will D as the Duke of the Royal House for a second time running. After General Mugato's just ruling, Chief Reyes, who was the first runner-up in the Duke of House competition, emerged as the new Duke, and he selected Helen as the Duchess of the Royal House.
Jim Speckle Travel Hub. It's your go-to travel service provider, any day, anytime. A travel service you can trust. We offer travel bookings, tour packages, hotel reservations, visa advisory, and lots more. We're located at plot 1041, Kuru Mohammed Avenue, Central Business District, Abuja. For more information, please call +234 802 849 9254 or +234 814 304 8726 or visit www.jimspeckletravelhub.com. Visit social media at Jim Speckle Travels. Jim Speckle Travel Hub. Your happiness is our pride.
The royalties had a heartwarming one-on-one diary session with the royal enforcer. They were engaged on the activities of the royal house and were given the opportunity to air their opinions to General Mugato.
Welcome to your diary session, Mr. Dera.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel that you're still in the game after last eviction?
To be honest, I wasn't even expecting to still be in the game. But I feel good after last eviction. It was a very tough one, especially the last one. They said that we should choose between Messi and Tracy, because the two are kind of close to me. So it's a tough one, but I feel good. I thank God, and my fans also, most especially.
Mr. Dera,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
the games that have been played in the house between you and your fellow housemates, like the spelling bee and the debate, how would you rate your performance so far?
On the spelling bee, I will rate my performance. Let me say 7/10. Yes.
Good evening, Royal Enforcer.
Miss Lloyd,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
Miss Lloyd,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
tell the royal enforcer how you feel or how you felt on the day of eviction.
Well, really, I won't lie. I was frightened. I was tensed, of course, because I was up for eviction for last week. So I don't know what is going on out there. Of course, I have other 29 competitors, 27 competitors or thereabout, and nobody knows their fate actually. So I was a bit frightened, just praying that I just escape the eviction day and the escape through back to the royal house.
Reality, oh. This is reality.
Tracy Jack,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
How do you feel about last eviction?
It was okay. Just felt nothing much, but I felt I was also going to be evicted, though. I was kind of prepared, but unfortunately, it wasn't the way I thought.
What was the feeling like when you were asked to stand and the housemate had to vote?
It wasn't easy, though. It wasn't easy, sha, but it wasn't really easy. I can't really explain the feelings, but most times in life, it's normal that one day it will definitely come. So when it comes, you have to embrace it with all your heart. Anyhow it goes, it goes.
Reality, oh. This is reality.
Uniqlo,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you so much.
How has the house been so far after the eviction for you?
Not so good. I missed one person very, very well. I just started bonding with one of the housemates a day before eviction, and for the other one, we bonded from the very first day we saw. We got really close. We're more or less like family. So I got really emotional when he was evicted. I was really, really emotional. And then for the other guy, that's just all I got emotional about Odinaka, which is Mr. Loneless. The other guy was Sunday. Dr. Sir Nando, Sunday David. We only bonded the day before eviction and had a very deep conversation. So it was heartbreaking to see him go the way he left. But well, it's a game. It's bound to happen.
How do you feel about the twist General Mugato displayed today, the head of house staff?
I think the twist was actually more than just the head of house task. The twist started from the strike, so I see that way, into the games. I don't know what he has the general himself has reasons why he came out with the twist that way. It didn't quite sound well for me. Yes, I might have lost winning, yes. And then, like, to state it clearly, I can come back as deputy. But when another information reached out to us saying the head of house cannot be for the second time, I was wondering really, personally, I was asking then, was it really worth it just pushing so much to play the game and win if you're not going to come back as head of house? That was exactly how I felt. I tried to put it two and two. He won, yes, it was obvious. And then after settling in, suddenly there's a twist. Well, I'll call it that way. It kind of hits me. And I was affected somehow because I'd already left where I was staying before to fit into another room where the two persons who left from, and that's Eno, Fabulous Annie. And suddenly there's this new head of house picking a new deputy, and I'm relocating the game more like I'm now homeless, and I'm packing my stuffs and trying to adjust into another place. Everything came, not like we shouldn't expect the unexpected, but this one really came hard. I didn't see this coming at all.
This is reality.
Miss Mercy,
Good evening, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the eviction on Wednesday?
Um, well, it was going to happen, but most of the people that I evicted were kind of my friends, so I miss them.
Has the house been same since those your friends left the house?
Not exactly, but then it's part of the game.
Do you have any petition for me?
No, I don't.
Miss Mercy,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you.
Mr. Winston,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How has the house been since after the last eviction?
It's been fun, it's been amazing. And I think a couple of the tasks that has been ongoing has been refreshing because from the last two tasks we did, the debates and the spelling bee, it's been a while I engaged in such activities. So it helped me refresh my memories and all of that. So it's been exquisite.
How has the house been in general for you?
I would say it's been amazing. It's been fun, and I'm this person that growing up I've never really liked being in an enclosed space, and I'm not used to not being without my phone and all of that. Except I'm in my comfort zone, and I've always wanted to have the opportunity of being on a show like this, of which I really appreciate the organizers of Reality TV Show for putting up something like this, giving you the platform to come have a very wonderful experience and show themselves to the world and all of that. So I would say it's been amazing. And then, of course, we have housemates from different backgrounds, personalities, characters, and mindsets, and all of that. So, of course, issues must stir up in one way or the other. It's inevitable. So, but outside that, it's been fun all the way.
Miss Vina,
Good day, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How have you been since after the last eviction?
Well, knowing fully well that I'll be up for eviction next week is really getting to me. But I'm still managing. Sha.
How do you feel about the housemates that were evicted?
Feel bad because I've already started blending with them, getting used to them, and them being around too. So I'll say I miss them.
The eviction was quite scary. For a moment, I thought I was going until when I heard I was safe. The spelling bee and the debate was nice. I love the game. I think we should do it more often.
How has the house been in general for you?
It's quite nice. Fun.
You're making new friends, blending in with new people.
Yes.
Mr. Finance,
Yes, Reinforcer.
we've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you.
Ken Woody,
Yes, very first.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
How has the house been in general for you?
How?
How has the house been in general for you?
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. The only challenge personally that I'm having is this noise of it.
Fabulous Annie,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel about last eviction?
Seriously, it was scary. It was scary, though I expected more persons to be evicted. But what to do? Though I wasn't too scared, Sha, because I trust what my campaign team are doing back in Port Harcourt. So I was very confident that I'll be saved.
Good evening, Royal Enforcer.
Welcome to your diary session, Vanny
Thank
P.
you.
Tell the royal enforcer how you felt concerning the last eviction and the housemates that left the house.
Well, the vision, I was not expecting those people that left. I was not expecting them. I was not expecting that they're the one that will be leaving the house. And well, glory be to God, Sha. I'm staying in the house. So that's all.
How has the house been for you in general?
The house is good. I I like it here because it's good meeting new people. Yeah, I like it, but again, there's so many challenges, trouble here and there. That's all.
Miss Vanny P,
Yeah.
do you have any petition for me?
No, I don't have any petition for you today.
Miss Vanny P, you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you, Enforcer.
Miss Grace Child,
Yes, very unfortunate.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the housemates that left on Wednesday, the last eviction?
Just cool. Just for one person.
Name?
Ambassador.
How has the house been without him in your space?
Been trying because he has been doing a lot in the house. Settle disputes, make us laugh. He's the comedian we have in the house. And since he left, we've been there.
Would you prefer to exchange him for your stay? You said he's the comedian. There are lots of accolades you've given to him. Would you prefer to exchange, he come back, and then you go?
No.
Miss Grace Child.
Yes, we are sir.
You've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you.
Welcome to your diary session, Miss V.
Thanks for your info.
How do you feel about the last eviction and the people that left the house?
I feel happy I was not evicted. I feel so happy I wasn't evicted because it was an emotional day for me. But for the housemates that left, I really miss them. Yeah, because the people that left the house, I didn't see it coming, especially for two persons. I didn't see the eviction coming for them.
Welcome to your diary session, Don Razi.
Thank you, Maria and Fossa.
How has the house been for you since after the last eviction?
It wasn't cool, but personally, I'm trying because I miss them. I really miss them, so I'm trying to cope.
How has the games played in the house been for you?
The game was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. I love every bit of it. Yeah.
Don Razi.
Yes, my royal enforcer.
Do you have any petition for me?
No.
Tell the royal enforcer how you felt when your name was called up on the day of eviction.
I was so scared and tensed.
The housemates that left the house on the day of eviction, how do you feel about them leaving?
I felt so sad, especially for Ojinaka because he's my friend. Like I've enjoyed his vibe so far and I was actually going to miss him and I've missed him. So I felt so bad.
Miss Gracie.
Yes, sir, Professor.
Do you have any petition for me?
Yes.
You'd write them down in your house, and when it's time, you'd give it to your head of house.
Okay.
Miss Gracie.
Yes, sir, Professor.
You've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you.
Welcome to your diary session, Tupio.
Thank you, Professor.
How did you feel about the last eviction and the housemates that left the house?
I was so scared. Like,
not sure that I'll still be in the house. So thank God that I'm still here. I'm happy now.
Welcome to your diary session, Mr. Mulga.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel concerning last eviction?
Really feel grateful to God and that I was not evicted. I hope not to be this week.
Were you tense?
I was really tense. 101% tensed.
How has the house been for you since after the last eviction? And the housemates that aren't in the house anymore, how do you feel them not being in the house with you?
There's a vacuum with them not being in the house, but definitely it just had to be that way because one or two persons or 3, 4, 5 had to leave at a point in time. It would have been me, it would have been anyone else. So we just have to cope and then continue with the journey like that.
Welcome to your diary session, Sina.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel about the last eviction and the housemates that left?
It was so full of suspense. It was interesting. Though I expected more housemates to go for eviction, but I cannot be the judge of that.
The housemates that were evicted on the eviction day, how do you feel them not being in the same space with you? How have you been in general?
I think it is natural that during a contest, some people have to drop along the line and some people make it to the end.
Welcome to your diary session, Just Bube.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
The last eviction, how do you feel about it and the housemates that left the house?
I don't feel bad because I don't talk with the 3 housemates, so it is what it is now.
The games that have been played in the house, the spelling bee and the debate, how would you rate your participation?
I would say I did well so far from the spelling bee because I was not among the people debating. So for the spelling bee, I guess I did well.
Do you find the games interesting?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Just Bube,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
Hello. Okay. Good evening, Royal Enforcer.
Welcome, King Tega. King Tega,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
how do you feel about the last eviction and the housemates that were evicted?
I was frightened at a point, and though I didn't see some people leaving, but like we always say, it's a game, anybody can leave. So though it was tense at a point, almost everybody was even about to cry. Like most of the ladies were crying, but it all went well. It was cool and frightening.
How do you feel about games that have been played in the house, interactive games between you and your housemate of late?
I feel I'm learning a lot from the game. At least there are some things I don't know that I know now. Then, like, I'm having experience of a lot of things already. So I think those games are challenging and it's also educative.
King Tega,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
This is reality.
Welcome to your diary session, Richlin Daves.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel to still be in the house after the last eviction?
Very happy. Feel great.
How was the experience for you for the last eviction?
The experience is not something I can talk about. I wasn't expecting it to.
How has the games that have been played between other housemates, interactive games that has been organized and played between the housemates, how do you feel about it?
It's okay and it's nice. It's educative.
How would you rate your performance?
Sorry,
How would you rate your performance so far?
my performance. Very bad. Very, very bad.
But there's still room for improvement.
Yeah.
Richlin Daves,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
Welcome, John Well, to your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel about the last eviction?
I was actually scared, very scared, but it went well. Just like I was told, and we all know that General Mugato has final say. So I feel him giving me another chance was a big one for me. So I'm here to easy well, no time.
The housemates that were evicted, how do you feel about them not being in your space anymore?
Me, I don't see it anyhow. It's a game. Like me, I came for 20 million. So even if it's the closest, even my 18 partner self, I come for the money. So I guys go with the money. If it's possible for them to evict my roommate, let them evict. I'm happy though. I know, yeah. Though one of them is very close to me, but he came for the money. If I go too, he will still say the same thing. So it is what it is.
The games that have been played in the house so far, the spelling bee, the debate, and other tasks that has been in the house, how would you rate it? Do you feel it's intellectual enough?
Very, very. The spelling bee, the debate. Debate for my team to go to do what they did. I was really impressed. I really love the games. I won't lie. The spelling bee. Even though I've been in Tabo, anyhow, but the games are cool.
Mr. John Wells,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
Welcome to your diary session, Mr. Wieldy.
Thank you so much for having me.
The last eviction. How do you feel about it?
It was bound to happen, first of all. But we've grown to become a family. So, a couple of persons leaving all of a sudden was kind of shattering, especially at the time that practically everybody was trying to bond and all that then. Well, like I said, that was actually expected, and it may be a harsh reality of life, but this is a reality TV show and eviction is non-negotiable, so it was shattering, yes, but life still goes on.
Mr. Wieldy,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
the games that have been played in the house of late, the spelling bee and the debate,
Yes.
do you think it's quite intellectual?
Yes, of course, especially the spelling bee. I was discussing with someone this morning, you know, the importance of stuff like this. Some of us, as we grow older, we take some things for granted, but yesterday, I don't know for some people, but it was an eye opener. I felt it was an eye opener to practically everybody. You can never outgrow learning. You can never outgrow some things, and spelling, trust me, is one of such things. I don't know if I'm speaking from the vantage point of a writer, but the truth is, it is really disappointing sometimes when you engage people, especially graduates. Maybe they're writing a letter, a proposal, or something, and you just be seeing some funny spellings, and you'll be wondering, okay, then how did you get to this point? So I feel it was an eye opener. Nobody outgrows learning. Spelling, was actually a vital part of the whole game yesterday. The debate as well. It was really, some of us took that seriously while we were in secondary school, perhaps because we had no choice. But a lot of people, when they graduated and they felt there's no need for this and all that, so I'm sure it took our minds back, took our minds back or down memory lane and all that. So it was really enlightening, trust me. It was really, really enlightening because, okay, first of all, it actually revealed an aspect, of some people that they were practically clueless about, and some people had to wake up to the reality that, see, as a potential leader, whether I hate it or I love it, in one way or the other, I am going to stand in front of a large crowd to talk. So the debate yesterday to me was a form of public speaking kind of training. So it was really enlightening.
Mr. Wieldy,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you so much for having me once again.
You can leave. Miss Helen,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
welcome to your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
How do you feel about the last eviction?
Thank God I was not evicted, but then I was surprised because the evicted housemate, like two of them, I didn't see it coming, especially one person, though I didn't see it coming. But then it's a game. One person must go and it must be one winner.
What are the names of the people you weren't expecting to get evicted?
The ambassador, I didn't see it coming because at first I saw him as a threat to me. He was among one of the people I saw as a threat. So I was really surprised. Surprised.
How are the games in the house? The spelling bee, the debate. How has it been for you?
It was fine, but then everybody's expecting results, so we know the group that won. But I know my group did well. We tried our best.
How would you rate your performance for the spelling bee?
From 1 to 10, I would say for my group, 7/10.
I asked you individually, how would you rate your performance?
My performance for the spelling bee, I did well. 10/10. I did well.
Miss Helen.
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
You've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you, Royal Enforcer.
Chief Praise,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
the current Duke of the House.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the last eviction?
Well, I was a little bit tensed because I keep feeling I won't stay till today and all of that. So it was I was tensed, and then seeing a lot of people who I was supposed to vibe with till today or maybe till the end of the show, seeing them leaving the show like that, it's a hell. It's a whole lot of trauma for me.
Mr. Chief Praise,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
how has the games that have been played in the house been for you? How would you rate your performance so far?
Well, I'll be very sincere to say it's not that good, but I think it's better. It's better, but I expected more. But I could say out of 100, maybe 50, if I'll be very sincere.
You expect more from yourself.
Yes, much more even. Excuse me.
Mr. Chief Praise,
Yes, Royal Enforcer.
you've come to the end of your diary session.
Thank you.
Before you leave, you'd go inside the house as the current Duke and ask the housemates to write petitions, the ones that have, and bring them to you. And tell the housemates there's a royal court today.
Okay.
You've collected the entire regalia for the court presiding, right?
Yes, supposed.
You're presiding the case today. You'd pick a bailiff from the housemates. Once they have petitions, should give the papers, their names written boldly at the top of the sheet they are going to give to you.
Okay.
You are to give those informations to any of the crew members.
Okay, I would like you to come again for more clarity.
There'll be a royal court tonight. Go inform your housemates. There'll be a royal court tonight.
Okay.
Some housemates has petitions
Okay.
that they've written. You are to collect those petitions from them.
Okay.
Hand the petition to any of the crew members of Royalty Reality TV show. Now, in today's court proceeding, you are to pick an official, which is called the bailiff, that would assist in the court. And further instructions will be given to you. You have 20 minutes to collect all the petitions that the housemates have written on their free will.
Okay.
You're
right.
done. Do you understand now?
Yes, I do.
You're done.
Thank you.
You may leave.
Royal reality, royal reality, this is reality, complete package say, royal reality, yelele ama, yelele 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 ama, ama, yelele ama, yelele 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 ama, ama. Open your eyes and tell me what you see. This is a talent